This is the Ventura County line, and this is a 2023 Ducati Scrambler Desert Sled. Her name is Kitty. And this is me. My name is Nathan, and I absolutely love this bike. This is Nathan Rides a Bike. Here we go. I'm a filmmaker. I'm a cinematographer. I'm a storyteller. I work on movies, TV shows. I was a camera operator on James Cameron's Avatar, The Way of Water, the sequel, not the first one. And now I'm in front of the camera, and this is different. This is different for me. I'm not used to it. It's called Nathan Rides a Bike. I've always liked bikes. This is Kitty, and I've only had Kitty for a few months. So I had two electric bikes without pedals. The first one was a Sur-Ron. The second one was a Talaria. I got the Sur-Ron in 2018, the Talaria in 2023, and the more I rode the electric bikes, the more I wanted to travel, the more I wanted to explore, and the more I wanted to get to the place with the bike without having to bring it on a car. So in the end of 2023, I started thinking about a gas bike. I decided on this. This is a Ducati Scrambler, the Desert Sled. This is a 2023, I got it used, and it's the most beautiful bike I've ever seen. It's got an 803cc engine, and I didn't understand how powerful that was for a first bike until a friend of mine tried to keep up with me with a 500cc bike. I thought he was just being slow. He's like, no, that's just a bigger motor. Of course, that makes sense. But that's exactly the point of this vlog. See, I like bikes, but I don't know a lot about them. But I'm gonna learn. I wanna know how to fix the bike. I know it's a Ducati. I know that Ducatis are infamously expensive to fix and tedious. It's got a desmodronic valve system that must be finely tuned. I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'm gonna clean the chain. I'm going to make sure that the pressure's okay in the tires. I'm going to install camera rigs, and I'm gonna buy cool gear. I'm gonna buy jackets, and I'm gonna try things out. So the sharing part, I have a 360 camera, Insta360 X3. This is being filmed right now on a Canon R5C. The Canon R5C is my favorite camera in the world. It's insane. I'm gonna geek out about what lenses I'm using, neutral density filters, what GoPro I'm putting on my helmet, what's the mount for the GoPro, where am I putting the Insta360, how am I working with the footage. I'm gonna share stuff along the way. So I'm gonna make a vlog, I'm gonna make it look cinematic, I'll fly my drone every now and then, I'll come to cool spots, I'll park my bike in, let's be honest, dangerous situations. I feel guilty about that, but we'll move past that for now. So where am I gonna go with all of this? I'm gonna build to something, right? I have an idea. So my idea is to go moto camping. That's ultimately what I want to do. I want to go backpacking with a motorcycle. I want to put saddlebags on the back. I've investigated this a little bit. I don't want to do hard mount stuff because I don't want to spend thousands of dollars. So I'm probably going to get like a canvas waterproof bag system. I'm looking at a company called Moscow. I'm not going to try out a whole bunch of gear and return it. Not really. I'll do research, I'll find something that looks really interesting to me, and then I'm just gonna commit to it. I'm just gonna buy it, and we're gonna use it. Maybe later on down the road, if it doesn't serve us anymore, we'll swap it out and we'll get something different. But I'm going to be impulsive, and I'm just going to buy something, try it out, and go for it. I don't just wanna go moto camping. I want it to be as much of an adventure as it possibly can. I want to go camping, and I don't want to use my phone's GPS. I want to go with maps, paper maps, because I used to do that when my family would travel when I was young. And I'll be honest, I loved it. I loved sitting in the front seat next to my dad with a map and figuring out where we were and figuring out where we were gonna go. I was able to do that when I was 9 years old, and I feel like we've lost that a little bit. I get really excited at the idea of ending up somewhere that I didn't know existed and getting lost. I want to open myself up to a new kind of experience. This isn't something that I normally do. This is something that I've never done, and I'm gonna film myself doing it. Talaria, I believe this is the RX4. Again, I'm not the guy to come to who knows every spec and every detail. I know that this is a 60 volt motor controller. It's a 60 volt controller. This is pretty much stock. I have put on foot pegs. I've cleaned this chain. This thing really rips.
It's really powerful. I love this bike so much. I love this bike so much. This little thing rips. It just goes so fast. I really think this is off. There's no way I'm going 78 miles an hour. I feel like this thing is totally calibrated incorrectly. Although it really does rip, but there's no way we're going 81. That's just not happening. The cop is gonna pull me over. I'm gonna head over to a spot where we can kind of do, I don't know, like not off-roading, but I don't know. Let's just go play with the bike. Really cut back a lot of the brush out here. Oh, puppy. Happy puppy. Super fun area. It's incredible the pickup, the acceleration on this bike. It's just really crazy how quiet it is. It just goes. I mean, it feels so good. It just feels so strong. You just take off. And that's another thing, like I knew, man, if I get a gas bike, it's like I just knew I was gonna have to get something more than a 125, 250, even 400cc. When I was thinking about it, I was like, man, this just feels like I'm gonna want more than this. And so that's just because I'm so used to this electric power. I'm a huge fan of the Stark Varg. I really wanted to get that bike. I just couldn't justify it because, again, you know, like you go out, you can only ride for a couple hours, if even, and then your range is tapped. Then you gotta charge it, and I just wanted to do more. So I ended up I was like, all right, we gotta get a gas bike. That's what we're gonna have to do. Hello. How's it going? How's it going? Oh my gosh. You guys are so beautiful. So beautiful.
This is I'm just gonna sit down. Man, I love the Talaria, but I just rode from my house to here, which was not that far, maybe a mile, like less than a mile, and that took 20%. It said it was at 60% battery when I left, and I thought 60%, great. I've got plenty of battery to go and film the end of this vlog. It's now at 44%. I had the throttle tapped the whole time. The battery's a year old, but that seems crazy to me. Doesn't that seem, it seems like too much. So, man, all of this to say, like, I love it so much. I love it so much. I love putting this bike on the back of my Jeep and traveling to places, going and finding trails. I love that it's silent. I love that I can sneak up on animals. I come across animals in the trail all the time. But I want more. I just want the full moto experience. And there's the famous saying that everyone talks about where they say, if you're in a car and you're on a trip and you're driving, you're seeing everything through the screen and it's like you're watching a movie. But when you're on the bike and you're in the elements, you're in the condition, you're in the movie. I want to be in the movie. That's the difference. That's what I want. So I got the bike. I got Kitty. I'll be honest with you, so it's daunting enough to think about going on a moto camping trip. Am I gonna be able to fit everything that I need? But then I've got to bring all of this video gear too. How am I gonna fit it all? Where am I gonna put all of it? And I still have other stuff going on in my life. This is like a hobby now. And I've willingly taken on quite a bit. there's a part of me that thinks, man, maybe I should just go on a camping trip and not film it. Maybe I should give up the whole vlog thing. But that's exactly why I cannot give up on the whole vlog thing. All right, I'm gonna sign off here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let's keep this thing going. So let me know in the comments below, what do I need to be fully prepared for moto camping? What do I need to bring with me? What am I doing wrong? I don't know everything. That's the whole point. I need your help. Tell me what I need to change. Tell me what I could do better at. Help me become a master moto camper. All right, see you in the next vlog. Out.